Away on that front foot. Oh, what a shot!
The hand speed evident already. Lovely right.
Moses Itauma is one of the most exciting fighters right now. He captivates boxing fans with his unique style and impressive boxing abilities.
Oh, Masenchev, you can't make mistakes like...
His explosive power is undeniable as he keeps piling up knockouts one after another. The young prodigy has been tipped as the future of the heavyweight division by many. Does Itauma have what it takes to become the future of the heavyweight division? Keep watching to find out everything you need to know about the youngest prospect taking the heavyweight world by storm. Moses Itauma is a highly promising British heavyweight prospect born on December 28, 2004 in Slovakia to a Nigerian father and a Slovakian mother. However, Itauma and his family experienced racism, which forced them to move to England in search of better opportunities when Itauma was just 3. Itauma got inspired to pick up boxing after watching videos of British superstar Prince Naseem Hamed. He started boxing at the age of 9 and excelled at it because of his natural talent and athleticism. By the time he was 16, Itauma was already sparring with professional boxers. His amateur career was largely successful, with Itauma winning several world and European gold medals at youth level. He compiled a record of 24 wins and 11 knockouts as an amateur with no losses. Of course, his talent during his teenage years did not go unnoticed. Itauma caught the attention of legendary promoter Frank Warren of Queensberry Promotions, who signed him in December 2022. In January 2023, 18-year-old Moses Itauma made his professional boxing debut against Marcel Bowdy.
Bell sounds. The fact that his brothers lost tonight, this is the first big test.
The bout was scheduled for 4 rounds, but Itauma needed just 23 seconds to demolish his opponent and announce himself to the boxing world.
Out, hasn't he? And look, what a start!
What a start! Inside the opening 15 seconds, Marcel Bowdy crumbles to the canvas, legs all over the place. He's a knockout machine as a junior.
Itauma's explosive first-round knockout marked the beginning of his rapid rise in the heavyweight division and earned him a comparison to Mike Tyson. In March 2023, Itauma returned to the ring to face Argentina's Ramon Alberto Ibarra in another scheduled 4-round bout.
In orbit, here he is tonight looking for another...
Again, his explosive power was on display as he dispatched Ibarra in just 35 seconds.
Pedigree. Straight away on that front foot. Oh, what a shot!
There he goes. First meaningful, and it looks as though he's about to be counted out. Well, I think it was 23 seconds for the first one, and I glanced at the clock and he was pretty close to it being 23 seconds for this one.
Yes, indeed. Well, you know, there's an old saying, a boxer can only be...
Next, Itauma faced a more experienced Ukrainian, Konstantin Dovbyshchenko, who had a record of 9 wins from 22 fights. Itauma came out throwing with intent from the outset, but Dovbyshchenko, who has never been knocked out, showed he was tough as nails.
Long left hand having staggering backwards.
Super counter punch there.
They want rounds, they want experience, they want challenges in there. That might be the case tonight.
The British prodigy sent Dovbyshchenko staggering backwards on multiple occasions, but he never came close to dropping him.
It's a heavyweight champion, Richie, and we've got to remember, there's a good shot left hand, having staggering backwards, but he now wants to play.
However, Itauma got to display his boxing skills for the first time, as well as his endurance and ring IQ.
Solid and done whatever the game plan is. Itauma still got plenty left in the tank here, managed to get the left through there. Dovbyshchenko. Itauma continued to throw a high volume of punches in there.
Oh, lovely boxing that was. On that back foot there. Excellent stuff. Lots of skills and natural talent Itauma has got.
We've seen the full repertoire tonight, haven't we? We saw the power in the first 2 fights against 2 men who came in to roll over. Dovbyshchenko's wanted to stand there and take it. And we've seen just how good a boxer in there tonight.
After 6 rounds of battle, Itauma won convincingly with all the three judges scoring it in his favor.
Moses Itauma!
In his fourth professional fight, Itauma took on yet another experienced fighter in the person of Kevin Nicolas Espindola from Argentina.
Ready and raring to go. The future now. This is the man who believes.
Itauma came out in his usual aggressive style, taking the fight to Espindola and forcing him on the back foot.
Good feints there from Itauma just before he landed the shots. Yeah, he had a bit of an issue in his last fight.
Espindola offered little in terms of offense, but took everything thrown at him by Itauma without going down.
Yeah, just flicks that right hand up again, stinging punches.
Not to get hit, or not to get hit clean rather than try and win himself. But that was
If he can do any damage, but it's only temporary. Yeah, it's almost like he's nodding in appreciation of the fact that he's getting tapped every time.
Frustrated by the lack of action, Itauma tried to force Espindola to engage, but Espindola was content to fight from the ropes.
Again, Itauma is there.
why not that Itauma couldn't be putting four, 5, 6 punch combinations together, but that
into the body is approval, and just I'm taking it. Is that the best you can do? The end of the second.
it's one of them fights where I'm just willing.
The end of round 4 coming with a flurry of activity again in the corner. Espindola covering up and then swinging again.
He's trying to make it like super clean. There's a few of them that can, but there's not many, and for an 18-year-old to be able to do it, it's very good. And this is good, but he needs to through the gears to get rid of guys like this.
Itauma stepped on the gas at the end of round 6 as he desperately looked for a knockout, but Espindola was saved by the bell.
Left hook, moves it to the body, again comes in with a big right hand, now he switches to the body again. Can he finish it? No, it's too late.
This marked Itauma's second successive decision victory.
And still undefeated, Moses Itauma!
In September 2023, Moses Itauma faced Belgium's Amine Boukena in his 5th professional fight.
As an amateur, he won super heavyweight gold at the World Youth Championships with distinction. Would love to be the youngest ever world heavyweight in the last couple of fights. He's back in there.
Itauma once again displayed his incredible power and strength. About midway into the opening round, he decked Boukena with a vicious uppercut.
In the ring this year. Oh, left uppercut. Brilliant shot. Through the guard, onto the chin, down went through sets.
Boukena bravely got up, but the writing was clearly on the wall. Itauma attacked again, and the fight was over in just 93 seconds.
90 seconds in the round to go, and in goes the tower, down goes Busetta. And there is the disruptive power of this exciting teenager who gets another stoppage. What a peach of a punch that first left uppercut was. Excellent delivery, the timing, the power, the speed, it was all there. And towards the end there, I mean, just went.
In October 2023, Itauma had his first fight outside England, and his opponent was Istvan Bernat. The fight took place on the undercard of the Tyson Fury vs Francis Ngannou clash in Saudi Arabia.
Getting underway in his 6th professional contest, and starts with a sharp jab to the body in keeping.
Bernat, who came into the bout with only 1 loss and 10 victories, was expected to be a step up for the teenager. However, Itauma seized the initiative from the start and was unloading with a barrage of punches, which eventually sent Bernat crashing down.
The hand speed evident already. Lovely right jab. Puts down Bernat.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bernat appeared wobbly but was able to continue fighting.
Karol Itauma, who is a right-handed southpaw.
However, Itauma sensed the end was near and launched another vicious attack.
Point punching from Moses Itauma, and Bernat, it seems, has had enough, and it's all over. Inside the opening round, it's a 4th win inside the distance for Moses Itauma. We saw and heard from him before the contest, speaking, looking as confident as any youngster with an unbeaten record should be.
In March 2024, Moses Itauma fought in his first ever scheduled 8-round bout against Dan Garber.
Good luck to you both, gentlemen. Touch gloves.
Perfect, 7 wins from 7 fights, and for obvious...
The young sensation got the attention of Garber early in round 1 when he cracked him with a terrific left hand.
There's Garber just walking on to it.
Despite taking the fight on short notice, Garber gave Itauma a competitive fight, but in the end, Itauma was simply too much for him to handle as the fight was stopped with 40 seconds left in round 1.
And the caught him flush, there's another one in his own corner, clubbing left. And the referee's having a look again, and he calls it off. Captivates calls a hold to it. It's another first-round stoppage for Moses Itauma. And there was a real sense of inevitability from the moment the opening fell wrong. Nothing that Garber could do to keep him off, and Moses Itauma gets another first-round stoppage.
You know, Garber may think that he could have gone on, but I'm not going to argue with the referee there. I think he jumped in at the right time because Moses Itauma...
Itauma continued his electric ascent through the heavyweight division as he took on Germany's Ilya Mezentsev for his first title fight.
Don't look away at this point.
And don't go and make a cup of tea.
So far, Mezentsev was Itauma's opponent with the best record, having 25 wins, with 21 of them coming by way of knockout and only 3 losses.
I mean, look at that for fast counter-punching there.
With 10 seconds to go in round 1, Itauma rocked Mezentsev with a big left hand.
Staying on the outside. Look, come there, look, and you get punished when you make a mistake like that.
Yeah, really good left hand.
Itauma showed he has a killer instinct as he went after his hurt opponent to finish the job. However, Mezentsev was saved by the bell.
It's right at the end of the round, but the minute...
Meanwhile, Itauma continued from where he left off in round 1 and blew Mezentsev away in the first minute of the second round.
Down the road.
Oh, Mezentsev, you can't make mistakes like that.
What a shot. Great punch. And the legs just completely buckled underneath him, and Howard Foster's got a decision to make. He can't stand up, he can't balance, and Howard Foster waves it off. And there is the perfect example of the lethal power in both fists for Moses Itauma, and when he hits you like that, you've got no chance. He was like Trevor Berbick all those years ago against Mike Tyson. The break...
Heavyweight champion, Moses Itauma!
In his first title defense, Itauma squared off against Polish veteran Mariusz Wach, who had 48 fights on his record coming into this bout. Wach is remembered for his world title showdown in 2012, where he went the distance against unified world heavyweight champion Vladimir Klitschko.
The man Tyson Fury called the future of the heavyweight division. That was...
The 19-year-old Itauma looked very composed against Mariusz Wach as he came out firing jabs and backing the former challenger into the ropes.
Good ball.
Reason for this, but I always feel like the guys with a lot of kind of flubber around the midriff at any stage in the fight, I think it's a statement.
Itauma continued to pepper Wach in round 2 with hard shots before dumping him down to the canvas with a powerful right hook.
And he isn't in a hurry. I want a step-by-step approach, he said. And that was a little open. Down the right, and he goes. Big statement from a big punch.
This is a big man. He just knocked. Look at the size of...
The seasoned veteran jumped back to his feet, but Itauma knows how to finish his opponents once he's hurt them.
The start of this fight, and he cannot fend his man off, and the referee is going to stop it, and rightly so. That was taking considerable punishment, and there was nothing coming back. It's another very, very brief viewing of the future of the heavyweight division, and the man they're calling the most exciting man in British boxing at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, I just made a statement.
In December 2024, Itauma made another defense of the WBO Intercontinental title against Australian Dempsey McKean.
Seconds out, round 1.
This was undoubtedly a big step up in the level of opposition, but Itauma made it look easy as he blasted away the Australian in 1 round.
Have been frustrating for him. Huge heavyweight, but He's got that change of speed.
Big overhand left, and down he goes, McKean. Quickly back.
With only a minute into the contest, Itauma floored McKean with a huge left hand.
Around the top of the head.
The Australian fighter bravely got up, but it did not take long for Itauma to find the finishing shot, claiming another impressive first-round knockout victory.
Feinting goes with the left hand again. That was an absolutely beautiful punch. The corner don't want Bob Williams to count. They were half into the ring there, and the second has gone into the ring. They've stopped the fight. What a shot! He just dipped, threw it over in that shallow arc, an absolute howitzer. Made perfect contact, and down went Dempsey McKean. Oh my days, you said this guy's the real thing.
I told you it wasn't going long. This guy's going to surprise all of them.
In May 2024, Itauma faced American challenger Mike Balogun in his 12th professional bout.
Put in place, and he's in with a hard-hitting but aging and a tad vulnerable Mike Balogun.
Midway into the opening round, Itauma flattened Balogun with a left hand.
To his corner, as if to say, what just hit me? Will he get out? It's very late.
However, the American quickly climbed back to his feet and made it through the remainder of the round.
That would be a massive step up. Treat.
And because he knows he has the power and the timing to come on, so I like this.
Early in round 2, Itauma dropped Balogun hard with a brutal right hand.
Lovely fella outside of the ring, and devastating. And can he make it this time? The count's at 9. Brave man.
To his credit, Balogun jumped back to his feet and fought back bravely, but walked into a vicious right hand from Itauma that sealed the deal.
Recover. That's some super.
Another right hand, and there's no way the fight should continue. It is finished in the second round. Moses Itauma lights up Glasgow. He did it in Saudi Arabia, and a few months on, it's now Scotland. What?
On August 16, 2025, Moses Itauma faced the experienced and dangerous Dillian Whyte. Many experts expected Whyte to give the young prospect a tough fight, despite his recent performances and the controversy surrounding him. Before the bout, Whyte was noted to be in great physical shape, and it seemed this would be a serious challenge for Itauma. However, Itauma stayed composed, kept his focus, and proved once again why he is considered one of the most promising heavyweights in the world today. Itauma is set to face American boxer Jermaine Franklin next. He holds a record of 26 fights with 24 wins and just 2 losses. One controversial decision loss to Dillian Whyte and another to Anthony Joshua. He's a durable and serious opponent who has never been knocked out. Will Itauma be the first to do it? We'll find out very soon. Moses Itauma is an incredibly talented and exciting fighter. In our opinion, within the next few years, he could easily compete with the top names in the heavyweight division and possibly even take over the division. He has everything it takes: speed, power, and high ring IQ. Now it's just a matter of time before his next big fights. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.